Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's build, I'm going to be showing you this row home that I ended up building a couple months ago, maybe actually like half a year ago. So sorry about the way that it's designed. I've definitely improved a lot since then, so please don't judge it. I know I could go back and probably change some things, especially like just the architectural features and make it more cluttered. But yeah, this is what it was when I built it. But every home is a little different, so they have their own designs, and the people that live in the houses each have their own personality that matches the house. I wish I would have recorded the Sims as well that live in each of the houses, so then you can see how they look and their personality that goes well with their house, but unfortunately I didn't do that. Maybe later on, some other time, I'll come back and fix up this house and show you guys which Sims live in the house as well. But anyways, I got this idea because my boyfriend is originally from Pennsylvania, and he lives in this town or this city where they have row homes. So all the houses are connected. They're actually very old styled homes. So I just thought, oh, I should build something like that, but instead I'll build each home with a different style to it. So this first one right over here is pretty much based off of how my boyfriend's mom's house is in Pennsylvania. So it's very old, run down, has like ancient furniture or like antique, I guess I should say. So this is pretty much what it looks like, except for I built it bigger, and it doesn't have like the chimney or anything like that, but you get the idea. It's almost the same thing. But in this house, I actually made this grandma, the one that's sleeping on the couch. She's the one that lives here, and she has a grandson that lives here. So I switched it up a bit. But everything in here is old. You can see that they're just brown, and it looks pretty lived in, I guess, for generations. Um, there's nothing nothing's updated in this house at all. That's the idea that I was going for, since that's really what it's like living in that house. I lived there for I think like 8 months when I moved to Pennsylvania with my boyfriend. So we lived in his mom's house for like 8 months, and I just didn't like Pennsylvania, so we moved back to Las Vegas. But as you can see, I put a clothesline in the backyard, even though downstairs there is a washer and dryer, because in her house she really does have the washer and dryer downstairs, and along with the clothesline out back. But with these homes, there isn't much like room to them in real life. It's definitely a lot more crammed, and especially the kitchen. The kitchen is very, very tiny in her house. But right here, I ended up making this the grandson's bedroom. This right here is actually my boyfriend's bedroom in his mom's house. There's not that many windows really, and he actually has a walk-in closet, which when I first saw it, I thought that this can't be real, because the walk-in closet is literally like the size of the door. You just open it and boom, there's the closet. There, it doesn't like extend anywhere else. Right here I made the bathroom. So in real life, it's very tiny. You just like could walk, you could just turn around in a circle and touch everything that you need to touch. There's actually no room to walk. And then here is the master bedroom. So I made it connected to the bathroom, even though in real life their house isn't like this. It doesn't have like the master connected to the bathroom, but I just thought this would be a nice feature to add. And since this house is a bit bigger, there's room for all of that. But yeah, so that's what this house is. And then for the next one, I ended up basing it off of a family that I thought was pretty royal. I imagined that this family came from a different country, and they ended up moving here. Unfortunately, I imagine that the father, or the husband, I guess the husband had died, but he worked overseas. He had enough money for the family, so their family's pretty wealthy here. They actually own a cat as well. So you can see all the furniture is just very like adult like, and you can imagine that maybe like people have meetings here, like family, like the family has like people that come over for like cocktail parties, and it's pretty serious. I made the mom in this household work for the government. Like, she's a politician. So you'll see that upstairs later on. And then you'll see some like some features of nautical features around. So you'll see that they have like anchors and the wheel for the boats as well. Um, oh, and then downstairs, you'll see that I ended up making a bakery. So this house is pretty fun to live in, I think. This one's also 3 stories. The first one that I showed you is only 2 stories. So this one, they do have a pool. I don't know why it's not connected right there. That's weird. The foundation's a little messed up on the side. But just ignore that. So it's just the mom and then her daughter and a cat that lives here. I imagine that I made the daughter like a teenager, so she goes to high school and everything. And then for these videos, I couldn't record downstairs, which is really weird for all the basements. I actually had to just take screenshots. I don't know why it was like that, but I didn't want to leave out the basement, so I definitely had to find a way to put it in. Oh, also, I made this house pretty festive. Like, the Christmas tree stays up all year round. I just pictured that they just leave it there. But here's the second floor, so it's pretty serious. There's nothing like fun that goes on here on the second floor. You can imagine that there's just meetings, gatherings here at this house. You see like that ocean picture on the left. So it's just a reminder of the husband, because I don't know, I imagine he had some serious political job overseas, so they ended up moving here to, I don't know, is this country in The Sims America, or they don't have countries here. I mean, they never like, I don't know. I imagine that for The Sims it's like American money, like US dollars, or maybe it could be Canadian or even Australian, because it seems kind of accurate like that. So I'm imagining that The Sims, obviously they have their own made up world and everything, but I'm imagining it's pretty similar to America. Except for the get together, I think it's based off of like, it looks kind of European. But anyways, that was the office and everything. So here's the upstairs area, the third floor. They just got a cute balcony and everything. And then you'll see the teenagers' bedroom to the left. This house also, I imagine that the family is musically inclined. That's why there's a piano downstairs. But it's pretty grand. Like, everything's very fancy. This family definitely can afford a lot. But I imagine that the daughter is in a lot of activities, like, those type of parents that put you in music school or music lessons, and then they always like you to be busy. That's what I imagine this family to be like, except for it's just the mother and the daughter. But the mom's a politician, so she's pretty much never home. So, but they're pretty bougie, I guess. Or maybe I shouldn't say bougie, because they're just fancy, okay? They just have like high class standards. So they go to restaurants, like fine dining and all that. They're not a McDonald's family, is what I'm saying. Not that you have to be, I said that wrong, didn't I? Not that you can't be fancy and eat at McDonald's, because you definitely can. But I imagine this family's snobby. I think I made the mom like a snob. I know I made this, yeah, I think she's a snob. I wish I could remember, because I built this many months ago. But that is it for, oh, there's the cat. Oh. So anyways, then that's the royal house. And then the next one over here, I'm not sure about like the exterior design that I put. I don't know. I just put something. I'm so sorry about that. I wish I could go back and I should definitely go back and fix it. But anyways, when you walk in, it's like a foyer. So this is her like garden area, and you'll see that her culture, it's very like cultural. So when you walk in, you take off your shoes out here. My family, we do that as well. But I know some cultures, they're like that, where you can't walk in the house with the shoes on. But over here, I imagine that she likes to paint. She's very artistic. She is very into her culture. And this is just a very colorful house. And there's lots of plants in this one. I really like this one a lot. And then in all these houses, I made it like a living room, then kind of this desk area, or I turned it into a dining room area. And then I have a kitchen. But all the houses are pretty much based like that. Like, we first walk in and it's this, and then that. And over here, I put that, I don't know, what is that? It's like a garage door, except for you can put, what is it, like the paintings on it. But Oh, and then you have to walk through the kitchen to go upstairs, which is a little weird, but you know what? I liked it. So here she gardens. I definitely wish I can. Oh, I definitely should go back and fix all of this because this. I'm sorry. This is a really tragic build. Now looking back at it, I kind of wish I would have fixed it up and then uploaded it. But you know what? This definitely will show like my progress, so I can look back on this and get motivated to build better things and see where I came from. So this house also they have a fit. Did I even add fish in here? Oh gosh, I didn't. But there's a fish tank. Ugh, yeah, I definitely need to go back. I can see all the different curtain colors and oh, out here is another like area. It's like outdoor indoor area. I don't know why this tree is glowing. I couldn't figure it out. I don't know if there's some magical power to it, but I noticed it when I was recording because when I put it down, I didn't even see that the tree was glowing at all. But I think it's pretty weird. It's like a cherry blossom tree or something. Does it have powers? I don't know. I guess I should play around in this build and find out. And then the tree's sticking out, so that's yeah, that needs to be fixed. But up here, dang, I really should have added like different wallpaper or something. Added some more style to it, but the bathroom looks pretty plain. It's just basic. And I can't remember what career I made for this woman that lives here. She lives here by herself, by the way. But oh, downstairs, I forgot to mention during the recording, downstairs in the basement, that was actually a sauna where you saw that pool area and it was like gated or not gated, but it was closed off with like a window with the walls, the window walls. Yeah, that's a sauna that I imagine. Okay, so you gotta imagine that's a steam room with a sauna and like a jacuzzi. And then over here for this last house, I decided to change the landscape. I wanted to make a desert theme. And then you'll see on the right side is still grass because I imagine that's just the whole like community lot around it. But the front yard and the backyard is definitely a desert landscape. And then this is like the modern industrial home. I made this guy live here. I imagine, oh, he's right there sitting on the blue chair. So I imagine that he's into gaming and he's kind of a bachelor type of dude. So he lives here by himself and he's like a ladies' man. And then over here, he does karaoke. He's into gaming. Or not, well, I imagine his job was like programming. So you'll see upstairs. But his house is definitely not cluttered. It's pretty spacious, clean. I added the pipes, make it like a little old school. His house is pretty huge. This one's also 3 stories as well. And I don't know how. I tried to make it so then the neighbors won't be able to come into the houses, so I locked the doors. But for some reason, it wasn't really working the way I expected it to. I can't remember why something was like off with it, so I just said, you know what, forget it. I'll make all the Sims be able to go into everyone's house. But I don't like that. I like each Sim to use their own bathroom, to use their own kitchen. They sleep in their own bed because obviously you got to claim their beds. But I want them to just be able to use their own house and then go to each other's houses if they just want to like hang out, you know? I wish you could do that, but it's not really set for that sort of gameplay. Oh, and then here in the backyard, just a grill, a very nice grill, a little basketball area, and oh, I forgot when I was in the kitchen. I think I made the cabinets too high up. Like, who can actually reach those cabinets? You definitely have to have like a ladder. Oh, and then downstairs, he's into working out. So I made downstairs have a gym, and then he has his own like shower area where he can just, he doesn't have to come upstairs and be all sweaty or anything like that. So he has his own nice gym downstairs. Oh, and here on the second floor, I made it a lounge. Well, half of it. So this side over here is like a lounge area. People could come. He throws parties. I imagine that he throws parties like on the weekend, just to relax. Plus, his house is definitely so cool. So who wouldn't want to come here and, have a party or two? But there's an ATM too. I just thought it would be funny to add an ATM. You know, when you have those friends that are like, or yeah, those friends that never can, like, they never bring the money, so they're like, oh, I'll pay you back. No, you'll pay me back right now. So I put the ATM, so there's, in case, I don't know. I imagine he also does, like, maybe poker or something, even though I made poker, I put the poker table in the neighbor's house, the that greenhouse over there, the one that I just showed before this, with all the like multicultural stuff. Put a poker table downstairs. So, and I think I put the hookah lounge there too. That could have worked in this build in this house as well, but oh well. Oh, and over here that's a theater. That's like a little theater for friends, and I just thought like this is like the best house. Who wouldn't want to live here? You got a theater, you got your lounge slash bar. There was an office downstairs for his work, which was the programming, gaming, whatever you want to call it. There's a home gym. I would love to live here. The only thing is, I definitely wouldn't want to live in this house because of how dark it is. It made it black and reds. Um, it's just too dark for me, and I don't really like the railing. But this bedroom is nice. Like, look at the way that I set the bed up. This is definitely a bachelor pad. Oh, and you got a little fish. I don't even know if I put a fish in there. Dang, that's really sad. I definitely should have done that. But I think this is such a cool house, very modern. I imagine that this guy is too busy to also be in his house. He's so busy that he's mainly at work all day. So when he does come home, he just wants to relax. And yeah, just there's TVs everywhere. I noticed that too. I think there's one on every floor. Oh no, there's two on this floor. None on the second floor, but there's one giant one on the first floor. Yeah, that's what it is. But these Sims are living their life, you know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a comment down below of any future builds you'd like me to build, or just go ahead and give me your opinions of what you thought about this build. And also let me know which house you would actually live in. Maybe let me know which style is yours or which one you thought was the coolest. Bye!